grind. Wake up with the grind.
Hey, thanks for sticking with us here on the Glass City Grind. It's me, Cheryl Charlie. We are excited to be joined now by Victoria.
Victoria.
Our special realtor here.
Yeah, our soon-to-be married Victoria. But by the way, congratulations on that.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So now,
We got to get into it.
yeah, okay. I know the real estate market at one point, not too in the far past, wasn't exactly great. And I understand. Am I right in finding out that it's really a seller's market now? Meaning people are there people getting what they're asking for their houses?
They are getting and then getting some. That the market has been so crazy just recently that one property we went to had 5 offers on it. Another property had 3 offers.
Wow.
Another property had another 3 offers. So the houses that show really well are selling quickly and getting multiple offers. This is the best time to be on the market. Right now, the number of buyers that are out there far exceeds the number of homes, but soon that number will change. It won't take long, for about 30 to 45 days, and that buyer number will drop off, and then the inventory will go back up.
Okay. Now you mentioned that how houses show. Are there some tips that you may even give sellers that they should do, like just standard things you have to do when you're trying to sell your house?
2 things are the biggest things that don't cost, and that's clutter and clean. If you have a spotless house, what I call Q-tip clean, and get rid of all of the clutter, less is better. Rule of thumb, anything smaller than the size of a football should go off the shelf. So if you know you're moving and you're going to be boxing up anyway, then go through and just have one vase on a table or one big bowl or something, but less is always better. It's a lot easier to clean, and it's a lot easier. Get rid of all of your personal photos. I mean, we've all heard that, but I can tell you every time that's what people spend their time looking at and not looking at the house.
At the house. And
then we have a professional photographer, so the photos are key, and then a stager. So in all of our listings, we'll have a professional stager come into the house and walk through it room by room with you, and stage each room or give you notes on how to stage it.
Do sellers ever, once a stager comes through, say, "Wow, after I've moved this and done that and decluttered this, I want to stay here now"? Does that ever happen?
They do, but they normally don't want to stay. I mean, they normally don't stay, but they do look at it in a whole new light. The staging is so big that there were 2 houses that had expired with other agents that I listed. The first one being vacant. We brought a stager in and we brought some furniture in. Buyers that had looked at that house while it was listed with another agent had ruled it out. Then we listed it. It looked like a new listing, a new agent coming up on the market. Now that it was staged, they went through it, not realizing they had already been through it.
Oh, wow.
They pulled up in the driveway and said, "You know what? I think we'll go back through anyway." They went through and wrote an offer with that house being staged now completely showed different to them. Same thing on one that people lived in. There was a lot of those mauves, the blue, the outdated things of the 80s, the ducks, the wicker.
She was at my house. She's being honest.
We said we got to tell that.
Got rid of all of that. The same thing happens. Buyers went through it then, ruled it out. They came back through it, not knowing thought it was a new listing, and wrote an offer on it, and how it just didn't show the same. So when we think they can overlook, it's really tough to overlook those things.
Wow. We've got some things that we also want to talk to you that don't involve real estate. So we're going to have you back on the show, because that, I think, real estate is great, but I think that's so much more passionate with what we're going to talk about next. But I have one quick question. I know we have to go, I'm sorry. If I'm a buyer, when I make that offer, do I need to be aggressive with my offer with this market now, or do I still try to play the game?
You know what? Every house, there's no set that you just do. Every house is different. So I guess you would take the advisement of your agent to where, like on this, I could say on those multiple offers, or if that house was a really good deal, I could say, if you want this house, here's what what it's going to take, in my opinion. Or otherwise, that this house has been on the market for 322 days, let's go low and see where they're at. So really, each one is going to be different, and it's going to be where it's priced at according to the market, and the agent's going to be able to advise you.
Cool.
That's what we need, a good agent. Like
Man,
Victoria. Thank you.
We need a team.
We need a team.
All right, listen.
I need my house staged. Declutter.
I had a hard time selling my car. Well, thank you for
so
joining
much.
us.
Oh,
we really
it's my
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Yes.
We have to have you back. For more information, her information is right here on the bottom of the screen.
Yes.
We'll be right back with more of the Glass City Grind. Don't go anywhere. Right back right after these words. Yeah, I was someone when they told me that people are getting